A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant diplomatic move, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff arrived in Moscow on Wednesday, August 6, 2025, amidst escalating tensions between the United States and Russia over the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This visit comes as President Donald Trump has set a looming deadline for Russia to halt its military offensive in Ukraine by Friday, August 8, or face severe economic repercussions in the form of new sanctions. Witkoff was welcomed by Kirill Dmitriev, Russia's special representative for investment, and there are indications that he may have a meeting with President Vladimir Putin. The urgency of this visit highlights the deteriorating situation in Ukraine, where Russia's military actions have drawn international condemnation and calls for a ceasefire. Trump has previously warned that if Russia fails to comply, the U.S. will impose heavy tariffs on countries that continue to engage in trade with Moscow, notably targeting major buyers of Russian oil, including India and China. As the deadline approaches, the atmosphere remains tense, with sources close to the Kremlin indicating that President Putin is unlikely to concede to the ultimatum. Despite the pressure from Washington, Russia has maintained its aggressive stance, viewing its military objectives as paramount. Analysts suggest that Witkoff's visit is a last-ditch effort to broker a compromise, although skepticism abounds regarding the likelihood of any meaningful agreement. Gerhard Mangott, an Austrian analyst, noted that while Russia may express a willingness to discuss a ceasefire, it will likely insist on terms that have been consistent over the past few years, which Ukraine has deemed unacceptable. Witkoff, who has no prior diplomatic experience, has faced criticism for his approach to negotiations with Putin, who has been in power for over 2 decades. His previous meetings with the Russian leader have been characterized by a lack of support from seasoned diplomats, leaving him to navigate complex discussions largely on his own. On this occasion, it remains unclear whether Witkoff will engage directly with Putin or other key Russian officials. The Kremlin has acknowledged the importance of these talks, yet it remains steadfast in its demands, which include territorial concessions from Ukraine and the renouncement of Western alliances. The backdrop to this diplomatic endeavor is a series of failed peace talks held in Istanbul, where both sides have been unable to reach an agreement. Ukraine continues to call for an immediate ceasefire, while President Zelensky has urged Western allies to push for a change in leadership in Moscow, reflecting the deepening divide between the two nations. Trump's recent comments have indicated growing frustration with Putin's refusal to halt military operations, emphasizing the need for a resolution to prevent further loss of life. As the situation develops, the international community watches closely, aware that the outcome of Witkoff's meetings could have far-reaching implications for global stability and U.S.-Russia relations. The stakes are high, and with Trump's sanctions looming, the pressure is on both sides to find a resolution before the deadline expires. The world waits to see if this diplomatic mission will yield any results or if the conflict will escalate further, leading to more severe economic and political consequences for both nations. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.